Here's how you can kill the Ender Dragon in Minecraft.
Here's how you can farm the Gooner's Goon Squad on Tarkov.
Hey guys, Tails is the Fox here today, and today I have a very special...
Video games are challenging. Yeah, no shit. I sure as hell didn't think they were easy. And if we never had that challenge, we wouldn't have any enjoyment from these games. But the internet, it's killing that challenge for us. Okay, let's go over what a challenge actually is. A challenge is something new and difficult which requires great effort and determination. Okay, so we're 2 for 2 on the no shits. All right, I get it. But every game challenges us differently. Some games are known just by the challenge they provide, where each moment could be your last. But this isn't the challenge the internet is killing. Sure, it might be affected by it, but it's not the main point. Then what challenge is getting killed by the internet? The challenge is hidden information. What? What does that even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here are some examples in games. Let's say you're stuck on a boss. Let's say the Ender Dragon. You keep trying and trying and trying until you realize you just can't beat him. Well, I mean, you've been trying for an hour. Is it really that bad to look up how to beat him? I mean, we put the hour of effort in, so it's okay to do that, right? All right, fair enough. We find the answer, kill the dragon, and now it's time. Let's go hunting for the end city. Oh, crap. We need some potions of healing. Well, that's a pretty simple thing to make. I just need a... crap. What was it again? It's spider eye or sugar? No, that can't be it. Well, I guess I could look that up too. I mean, I've looked them up in the past. What harm could looking them up now do? All right, potion of healing is done. Now we can go to the end city. Which way should I go? I mean, there's nothing over there. There's nothing that way. This looks like a bunch of emptiness. Dude, it's gonna take hours to find this end city. Or, I remember this website I could put my Minecraft seed into and it spits out the coordinates for the nearest end city. I mean, it's not really taking away from the challenge that's at the end city because I still have to fight to get to the loot, right? But you're even taking away from that. If we go back to earlier, you made that fight easier by looking up how to craft that potion of healing. Lots of people look up things like this. How to get the best armor, how to get the best weapon, best perks for your build. When you look these things up, you're robbing yourself of the fighting challenge. And sure, it'll still be challenging. But how challenging will it really be if you look up how to get the best stuff? Okay. So it takes away from the challenge of the game, and that makes it less fun, right? But that's the thing. It's not even just that. When you play a game, you're not always sure what comes next. Remember when you would play old PlayStation 2 games and some of the content was locked? You could kind of see the outline of the thing you were looking at, but you didn't really know what it was. The surprise was the fun part of it. But now, there is no...
You are not gonna believe what I just ran across.
Nope. You just get a, I played the game for 5 hours and wanted the best stuff. So I looked it up.
Oh.
That's great. You worked really hard to get that best item in the game, didn't you? There is no mystery or cool Easter eggs that are hidden anymore. Almost everyone gets their information from the internet where other people have found it, or they get it from their friends who have looked it up on the internet themselves to find the answer. I mean, is the game really fun still if everything has been spoiled? But here's the real dinger. This problem, it's been around since the 80s. Gaming book guides. Gaming guides started out in the 70s, but they really took off in the 80s and 90s. These gaming guides would consist of pretty much anything you wanted. Any weapon, armor, mission, or puzzle you needed to get it done, the book was there for you. And the funny thing is, they weren't a hard find. You could pretty much walk into any GameStop and buy one of these booklets, and they were decently cheap. They were around $10 to $20, and man, were they fucking cool. They would have tons of exclusive art in the game, and they looked really, really cool. And if you were anything like me, you wouldn't have to pay a dime for these books. You would just go into GameStop knowing what to look for and just flip through the pages real quick until you found the answer. That way, you didn't have to buy the book and you could still get the information from it. Unfortunately, the gaming companies caught on to this and they started putting one of those thin plastic saran wraps around it, so you couldn't open it up while you're in the store. And the good news is, they still make these books today. Just, there's not a lot of them. Okay, so they always had easy answers to video games. So why is it such a big deal today? Did you not see the title of the video? What about the Sopranos clip? Did you see that? Did you remember that? I mean, no, you didn't. Let me explain why it's such a big problem now. Why it's a problem now. Gaming book guides were almost never bought with the game, at least from the people I've met and the experiences that I've had. This is how it would go down. You would buy the game, go home and play it. Then once you got to either a point you couldn't get past, or you beat the game and wanted to find all the extra hidden things, you would go back to the store and then get the book. And buying the book was a big deal. I mean, you had to like the game enough to want the book, drive to the store to go get the book, and then you had to pay the $20 for the book. And this book would only have info on one game. If you wanted another game, you would have to go buy a whole new book just for that new game. So there's a lot of steps that you would need in order to get the book. And I really hate to say this, but gaming book guides don't really work in the modern day. With the internet, you can get the answer to something in less than 20 seconds, get it for free, and get more information than the book has. Wait, more information? I thought you said that gaming books had everything you needed. See, they did, back in the 80s and 90s. But now games connect to the internet, and they have these things called updates. These allow for changes to the game after the release to either patch things out, change current content, or add in new content. But the problem with a game guide nowadays is that they don't stay relevant. I mean, think about it. How many games come out nowadays that don't have any updates to them after release? I would say pretty much none, other than games that have been abandoned. So having a book really wouldn't mean much if in a year the game is just updated, right? So with internet guides being free with easy access to them, and the online guides mostly staying relevant to the current build of the game, there was no way the gaming guidebook would survive. How we can fix this. I want to be as clear as possible on this part. This video isn't me trying to shit on anyone who still does this. It really isn't. Most of the time when people look up the answers, they really do it on solo games, so it doesn't affect anyone but themselves. But I'm telling you, you're robbing yourself of the experience. How do I know? Well, it's because I used to be that guy. That's right. I used to look up the answer to any problem that I had. Lock in. No mistake. Can't get a quest done in Skyrim? Look it up. Can't find where the quest item is? Look it up. Can't find the best gun in the game? Look it up. But now we have a big issue. Having all this information that we will ever need from our fingertips has allowed us to be lazy. I mean, we run into the smallest inconvenience and then we have to look up the answer. And I'm not saying looking up the answer is never justified. In current day gaming, a lot of developers make you feel like you have to look up the answer. I mean, there are tons of games where the message of what needs to be done is not clear at all, and they give you zero information on what to do. But even if that is the case, it's still important to try. There are tons of people who won't even do something without knowing each and every detail about that thing before they do it. Failure should not be the fear. Failure should be the keys to success. Sure, being stuck on a boss can be difficult, but maybe there are clues to find out how to beat the boss. If we don't remember how to make something, maybe it's worth messing up a few times in order to understand what we're doing wrong. And looking up where a place is, haven't you ever heard of, it's about the journey, not the destination? But that saying can really apply to all of these things. It's about the experience we have finding information that is unknown. It's like trying to solve a puzzle, but anytime you run into a problem, you just look up the answer. It's much more rewarding to suffer a tiny bit, because you feel more accomplished by the end of it. So instead of trying to enjoy the ending, why not enjoy the current moment? Hello everyone, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. If you like this video, you'll probably like some of the other videos I've done, which you can find either on the screen currently or in the description of the video. And as always, thanks for watching.